Hey guys, again. This is Danielle. So, we talked about relationships and, of course, the weight loss journey video number 1. This is the weight loss journey number 2. So, I really want to talk to you guys about how I deal with the weight loss journey itself, and how I deal with not getting my goals exactly when I want them to. It really kills you when you don't get to that goal, but it just makes the drive a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to keep on fucking pushing each and every day. Do you think I want to get up and go to the gym? Sometimes I'm just like, no, I don't. And sometimes I don't push as hard as I can. And that's because I'm either tired or my muscles are really sore from anything that I was doing the day before. And I still sweat. I still burn a good amount of calories, even going slow on a higher setting, just kind of relaxing myself and going at a steady pace. So, and I do the arc trainer. It's like I call it an elliptical, but it's good on my knees. I'm double jointing my knees, and that really helps them. It's good on my legs. I really have better leg muscles, and it's really going to help with my knees as well. So I really try to focus on that part of my body. But sometimes I won't get to that goal. And sometimes it's like, why didn't I do that? But then you have to look on the brighter side that I went out there. I did 30 minutes. I did what I needed to do to burn those calories. And that's what I did. And you have to be proud of yourself, guys. Just keep pushing. Keep the drive going. So, we talked about different things that kind of set you back. And I want to make sure everyone really understands that you have to keep the drive going, and you have to also work on the things that you are depressed, have anxiety, bullying, past experiences. I mean, there's tons of things out there. There could be, unfortunately, there's rape, child abusers, child molesters. I mean, there's so many different things out there, and luckily I didn't have those happen to me. But I had other things that happened to me that set this on me, set this addiction on me. So for anyone out there who has those issues, please just keep in contact with me. I will try my best to understand. Unfortunately, I've had friends that have had this type of situation. So I have helped them, and I will try to help you as well, or get you in contact with some people that I personally know that could help you. So, sorry. Beyond that fact, I did talk a little about in the relationship video that food addiction is the same as drug addiction. You may think like, no. Yeah. So, and I know what I'm talking about. It's not just, oh, this is what it said on the internet, blah, blah, blah. I believe the internet. No, I don't. I generally don't believe the internet. I'm kind of skeptical of pretty much everything. Like, if you watch that 70s show, I'm like the guy Hyde. I really just, I question everything. Like, it's really bad, but I question everything. So I look at the factors that my father was a drug addict for, I'd say, about 20 years at least. Maybe a little less, 15, 20 years, something like that. Excuse me. So, out of those years, he did marijuana, which I believe is not a gateway drug. I've had very different opinions about that in my life, but I believe marijuana is a good thing for those in need of it, but it is a drug. Whether you want to admit it or not, it is a drug. So he got peer pressured in doing it. My father has a personality disorder, he has ADD, and he was also, unfortunately, um, he was molested and he was abused as a child physically. So he had a lot of issues. And marijuana, of course, you have that high, so it makes you get away from that. But he had a much bigger issue at hand than just saying, "Oh, I just want to smoke some grass, yo." So that's kind of my impression of what people say. So again, ignore me when I say that. But people do smoke just to, because they like it, whatever, or it helps them. And again, it helps cancer, it helps with anxiety, it helps with depression, it helps with PTSD, and many other diagnosed diseases or disorders. So just keep that in mind. I'm not skeptical of that. I have read my studies, I have read textbooks on it, and I have personal friends who also have the medical card for it. So just keep in mind that I'm not hating on it. I just have different feelings of it personally because of my father. So he wanted a bigger high. What we call is he got tolerant to it, which is sad, very much sad, but he went straight to marijuana. And I was talking to a friend the other day, and he's like, "You went straight to heroin? Are you kidding me?" Like, he forgot all the others. Like, that's crazy. And I mean, he smokes weed, so he kind of understands that. And he's like, that's crazy. So yes, he did essentially do that. He also took painkillers. So I do understand the high and the addiction part of it. That was the whole story of it. So I understand the addiction. But then you go on the other side of a food addiction. You want more and more and more and more and more. Right? I mean, I could have 12 pancakes. 12 pancakes. And I'm like, I'm still hungry. So I get ice cream. I'm still hungry. Then I get a whole pizza. Okay, I know I'm not still hungry, but I still want food. So you get this. Okay, then you go on the other hand, back to drugs. Okay, I'm gonna shoot up some heroin. Nice high. Still want more. Shoot it up. Still want more. Nice high. Shoot it up. And that keeps going until you find that tolerance. The tolerance is what gets people in trouble. So a lot of people have a tolerance to Tylenol or not Tylenol, I'm sorry, Vicodin. And my friend who had to be on it for her personal reasons built up a tolerance to 1. So she had to take 2, then 2.5, then 3, 3.5, whatever. And she just built up this tolerance to it, and Vicodin does do that. Unfortunately, that's a big drug, so doctors can't go past, I think it was 4 for her. And she was bigger, so it wasn't, you think as a 100-pound person, that's a lot. But she was much bigger, and so with heavier people, we could take more of the drug in that sense. So she went on to other drugs, essentially, that the doctor had prescribed to her. And the tolerance just builds up. Same with food. You don't really have a tolerance, but you have a tolerance for how much you can eat. So, with those two things at hand, when you have an addiction, you have to go through some type of rehab with drugs. There's no rehab for food. The only rehab you have is to have a conversation with yourself, telling yourself that you're fat and you need to get healthy. Or a doctor telling you you're going to get diabetes if you don't change something. I'm going to have a heart attack if I stay at this weight. That's not what I want for myself. I've told you guys this before. I want to be a great mom. I want to be a great wife. I want to be everything I can be for my children, my husband, and my patients. Once again, I do want to be a nurse, so that's why I say patients. But I want to be a good person. And I won't be able to do that with just being obese or not healthy. What can I really do? The question is, how could we all change our lives in the little way that will make us all healthier? I want you guys to ask yourself that. If you have a weight problem, if you have a drug addiction, a drinking addiction, some other type of addiction that you can't get away from, you have to ask yourself, what am I going to do? Like, what's going to happen to me next? Am I going to die? Is my mother going to have to bury me? My mom is 220 pounds now, and I am so proud of that woman. She was 270 pounds, and she looks amazing. She is my best friend. As I've told you guys, she's just absolutely amazing. My dad's finally doing what he needs to do. My stepdad, I'm sorry. He's getting out there and getting his realtor license, and everything's going really good in this household. I'm going to my CNA program, and you know, I'm getting up, going to the working out, doing these videos for you guys. My little sister just started first grade. I love her. She is my world. But she's doing so great with our life. Everyone is in this household, and if you see a pattern, everyone's doing so amazing. So that makes it easier for me to say, oh, I can do this. I need to do this, or else I'll be like the black sheep of the family. Not that I'm already, but you know. It's nice to have those types of people around you, and you need to have those people around you. So that's where I ended. I told you a little bit shorter this time. So, again, let's go over it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, advice needed, or advice to me, I would love to hear it. You guys are all amazing. Remember that. Amazing, awesome, beautiful, intelligent. Okay, glad we got that out of the way. Now, I would like all of you to like, subscribe, do anything you possibly can for this video. If you need advice to understand how to be healthy, how to get motivated, I would be honored and privileged to give you those resources. I live in the Champaign, Illinois area, and if you guys need a one-on-one, you need to talk to me, just meet me somewhere and we will talk. I promise. There is always something I would love to help people with, and this is definitely the area that I know very well. So, like, subscribe, comment. Peace.